Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Expertly Unqualified.
Welcome back to another episode, everyone.
If you can't tell, we are recording in different locations today again. And you want to know why? Because we're busy people. Yep, that's all. We're very busy. It's December 2nd, and it's already a stressful December. I'm kidding. It's only the beginning.
Also, December is so stressful when you have school because it's like, okay, you have finals and you're going to be so stressed out. And then you have 2 weeks to figure out everything for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can use figuring out what to do about Christmas as like a distraction from your finals, but then you just want finals to be over with. And yeah, so we are recording in different locations, but we changed our backgrounds. We're making it interesting, okay?
Oh, yeah.
We're switching things up. I need to work on the lighting over here, but it's fine.
Uh-huh.
Very go with the flow, very unqualified, and that's how we like it. Diving into our WHAT news of the week, starting off with weekly stats you didn't need to know, but now you know. Holly, do you have any weekly stats?
Yes. So first off, for context, there's a lot of snow where I am. I'm not sure if you got a lot, but
We got a lot, probably 10 inches.
yeah. Where I live, and we also got more snow last night. It was
Yeah.
easily at least 10 inches. And there's lots of slush out.
I
So
hate
despite
the
the snow,
slush.
I drove to Costco, shopped, checked out, and got home within 27 minutes.
That is impressive.
And I stopped at the pharmacy. Yeah.
I didn't realize I had a pharmacy, but that's even more impressive.
I recently started going there because it is a lot cheaper.
Yeah, we did get a lot of snow this past weekend, and we haven't had that much snow in a long time. And then the slush, ugh, hate it.
I forgot
But
about it.
yeah, but it's even more impressive that you went to Costco, went in and out of Costco, and back home in 27 minutes. Because I feel like it takes me 27 minutes to walk down one aisle at Costco.
It usually takes us longer because of the snow.
Yeah.
And it
Wow.
was at 5 p.m., which is peak hours. So I was pretty impressed.
That is impressive. My weekly stat, again, is coming back to soups and stews eaten because it's cold outside. So the amount of soups and stews I've eaten this past week, 3. They were all very delicious. The first one I had was a chicken and sausage gumbo. So good. The second one was beef and barley soup. It's almost got the taste of like a minestrone, but then add in beef. And then potato cheddar broccoli soup. Delicious. I will be eating soup for lunch. I'll be eating soup for dinner tonight again, and I'm looking forward to it. I've also been eating a lot of peanut butter and jelly this week, and I don't know if it's just because I've been so busy and that's the only thing my brain can think to make. So I've eaten at least 3 this week. They're really good, but now I have no bread, so I guess I'll be eating something different the rest of the week. Oh my gosh. That brings us to headlines of the week. Did you have any headlines this week?
Things of the week. I have, for the first time, I'm in IT as a major, so usually IT doesn't really do as much with computers as computer science or electrical engineering. But for the first time, I had to build an application, and a physical computer with sensors.
That's
and I had to
fancy.
code an application to run. So I essentially created a whole electron.
That sounds really cool.
And even though it's simple, I've just been really busy with work and my family and home life. So I don't know why.
Yeah, I feel like that would be pretty challenging. Is there like a step-by-step guide, or do you kind of have to just mess around with it?
Thankfully, there's step-by-step guide, and especially with the internet now, even if the professor doesn't tell you how to do it, you can just learn on your own. Honestly,
true.
I think most of my classes, they don't tell me how to do any of my assignments, but I feel like it's just because I'm in IT and that's going to be my job one day.
Fair.
Just Google the answer to everything.
You just learn how to use your resources.
But I'm definitely more upset in math classes when they're like, you can teach yourself.
Yeah. They're like, please read the book and then do the problems. No.
But yes, do you have any headlines for this week?
Headlines of this week, I finally started to read the book we chose for book club, Year of Yes. And I'm only a chapter in. I have that on my to-do list. People, don't forget. We're reading Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. We hope to have an episode out towards end of the year, which is fastly approaching. Fastly, is that even a word? Quickly approaching. And so we'll give you some more updates on that. But again, you don't have to read it. We'll discuss it. Maybe you'll want to read it after hearing our discussion. Maybe you want to ask for it for your Christmas list. Whatever the case is, we'll go through it. It should be a good start for 2026, which is crazy because it's right around the corner. I feel like this year has flown by, which is insane.
And then I'm gonna go a little crazy. I forgot. I have one last stab
Okay.
this week. I accidentally amount of times I've accidentally told people what their Christmas present was. Twice.
Twice. Oh no. You're like,
I'm
yeah, I
not gonna
gotta go
secrets.
pick up that vacuum I got for you. Vacuum what? Obviously, you wouldn't get somebody a vacuum for Christmas,
Uh-huh.
but
But I just got too excited. But one of the presents I leaked was actually a good one, so I kind of regret that.
just tell the person who you're giving the gift to that they need to practice their acting skills
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
they can be surprised. Yeah.
I asked, so I got my fiance in one of the limited edition Blackhawks jerseys for the 100th anniversary.
Oh, cool.
I actually told him.
You're like, Steve, you have to act surprised.
Oops. But do you have any adulting ones for this week?
Okay. It's like a two-part love-hate relationship with adulting this week. So, a couple different things. One, Black Friday came and went, and I feel like I didn't go overboard, and I only purchased things that I absolutely needed. So I feel like I did pretty well adulting there. In years past, I probably would have just sat on Amazon and scrolled through and see what items had a big discount and kind of just bought things I didn't necessarily need. So I'm happy with that. And then I have been planning ahead for people's Christmas gifts. But the caveat is I decided to make a lot of homemade gifts, which is nice. I love being creative. It's a fun time. Some of these things take forever. So thank goodness I started early, but I'm looking, I'm like, why? Why did I sign myself up for this? Can I not? But I've already started, so we're gonna chug along and it'll be an adventure. Creating the gifts is actually pretty fun. I just need to give myself a lot of time to complete it. How about you? Did you do any adulting this week?
Honestly, beside homework, no. I was very unproductive.
Well, I was saying that's fine. Like, if you got whatever you needed to get done, and that's it.
I have been meal prepping a lot over the past few months and freezing. I usually like 4 to 6 meals at a time. So I realized I had home cooked food in my freezer for like the entire week.
That's the best surprise.
And like it's actually like decent stuff too. So
Nice.
I was kind of surprised.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. And I had like multiple kinds of soups. I had like chicken soup, like chicken noodle soup with no noodles in it. So I can just add the noodles later. I had
Yeah.
that frozen. I had spaghettis and meatball frozen.
Oh.
Or I had beef bourguignon frozen and like a bunch of other really good stuff. I was surprised.
That's fancy. Previous you was being nice to future you and froze and made meals. That's always the best when you don't feel like cooking, you don't feel like going out, especially when it's dark and cold and you're hungry. And then you can just open your freezer and boom, there's meals in it.
I got sick over the weekend, so I didn't spend anything on Black Friday, which was really good for my wallet.
Your wallet's thanking you right now. It's like giving you a high five, like, yes, go Holly. Alrighty, well, that brings us to the trends of the week. We actually combined together to find this trend. So our trend of the week is that Oxford Dictionary has come out with the 2025 word of the year. So Holly, do you want to take it away? What is this year's word of the year?
Rage baiting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually recently to use in a sentence, my manager recently accused me of rage baiting him because I went up to him and I said, "Hey, that guy's taller than you." My manager is like at least 6'5". He's a very tall person.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
funny.
he wasn't actually mad, but he was like,
So, for those of you who don't know, rage baiting, I kind of knew the term. I don't use it in my vocabulary, but if somebody mentioned it, like the scenario you gave Holly makes sense. Basically, or it could be like an online post or something that's kind of outrageous or outlandish so that it makes people respond to it, and it can be like controversial basically. So you're basically posting just to get a rise out of somebody and have a lot of comments and stuff. And so that beat out for this year aura farming, which I still don't even know what that means.
"Okay,
Okay.
my fiance is obsessed with aura farming."
Yeah,
So
I don't like the sound of it. So
basically, like some of the most popular examples that he's obsessed with are like movie, like classic movie like heroes and villains that are just standing there looking
Mm.
all cool. So like Batman, Spider-Man, Darth Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He thinks that all of those people are aura farmers. Like they just look so cool.
So they don't do much, but they stand there and look cool.
Yeah, so aura farming, it's like I think farming comes from video games terminology. Farming is video game terminology. So it's just like they're just standing there doing nothing but looking cool.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
other word that they beat out was biohack, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's more of like finding something that will help you be healthier to try and hack your biology, right? If you can't tell, we're a little bit older than the people coming up with these terms, so we're right there
Bi-
with you if you have no idea what these mean.
Biohack is the one.
I feel like I've heard it. I feel like I shall Google. What does
Oh,
biohacking mean? Let's see.
so one thing I will say, aura farming has been starting to replace Riz because people have been saying that Riz is too cringy.
I don't think Riz is that cringy, but I've never said Riz in my entire life, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, biohacking methods is making changes to your body and lifestyle to improve health and performance, often using a scientific approach. Thank you, Google. Diet and nutrition, technology and monitoring, mindfulness and lifestyle. So just, I don't know, being healthy.
Oh, so one of my like new favorite terms, I think it's so silly, is fiber maxing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure if I've mentioned that in the podcast yet, but it's not even like it's just literally referring to eating the daily recommended amount of fibers and like eating fruits and vegetables so you get vitamins.
Oh my
But
god.
of course there has to be a term for it. So now it's called
We need a
fiber
term for
maxing.
everything. And so in the spirit of Oxford Dictionary words of the year, I decided to do a little research and look up some of the previous words of the year because I felt like this year, I don't know, I don't really use that term. I didn't really connect with it on a spiritual level. No, I'm kidding. So here's some of the previous years Oxford Dictionary. So I don't see a 2024. Let me see. Let me go back. Oh, I went too far back. Okay, it says that 2024 was brain rot, which, yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. 2023 was Riz, which that was very popular. It says 2022 goblin mode. Have you ever heard that term?
Never goblin mode combines. No.
I've never, how is it a word of the year if I've never heard it?
What year was that?
22.
Interesting.
But then, okay, so that was Oxford's word of the year. In 2022, Merriam-Webster's was gaslighting, which I feel like that was definitely used more.
That was used so much.
Here, 2021 words of the year, vaccine and vax. 2020, we're just not going to mention it. It says pandemic. I guess in 2019, we're worried about climate emergency. 2018, toxic. Do you know how often we would use that? I can say like, this is toxic. Yeah. And there's a couple like
I
interesting.
remember that got so popular.
Stop being so toxic. This
You're
is
so
toxic.
toxic. This is a toxic relationship.
I think, all right, this is probably my favorite. In 2015, so 10 years ago, Oxford did not choose a word. They chose an emoji. The emoji where it's like crying with the two tears on the side. That was their word of the year. That's very fitting
Honestly,
for 2015, I feel like.
yeah, it's very fitting. That is a year before I graduated high school.
Oh my gosh. And then I'll do 2 more years. So 2014, Merriam-Webster's was culture, and Oxford was vape, which I could see it. My favorite, 2013, selfie.
Do you remember the selfie?
The duck face with the peace sign. And oh my god.
This was and like the Instagram filters too.
Yeah, oh my god. What a time. What a time. And that was a long time ago. It's a long time ago. Well, I think that wraps up the trends of the week. I just wanted to share those other words because I thought the word this year I've never used. So what's with that? So we did a deep dive into all the other years as well. I just selfie, the emoji, classic. But today, that wraps up this section of WHAT News. And that brings us to our main part of the episode. So today we have decided to rank Christmas movies. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but we should do Christmas songs. I might put you on the spot, but was there anything else we were ranking?
Christmas activities?
Oh, yeah, holiday activities. We're going with the flow. We
Yeah.
are unqualified to give our opinions on this, but that's why we are giving our opinions on this. So we could start. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with movies. I'm gonna be honest, I have terrible Christmas movie opinions, and everyone hates my opinions,
All
so
right, I'm curious now.
okay, so I'm gonna start off with my S tier, my God tier, my top, my favorite Christmas movie of all time is Home Alone 3, which everyone thinks that's the worst movie. Everyone thinks that's the worst Home Alone movie. When I was a
Yeah.
kid, I'm gonna spoil it a little bit.
Okay.
Home Alone 3, first off, I had it on VHS. So like before streaming,
Nice.
if you had a movie on VHS, like it was like perfect. Like you didn't have a lot of VHS. You were
Yeah.
gonna watch that so much.
Mhm.
But it has the most like like booby traps out of the three movies, and the
Oh,
plot is terrible. It's like essentially just a full movie of booby traps.
oh my gosh. What location is he at? Because the second one's he's in New York, right?
It might be Chicago. I'm gonna check. And people from Chicago like no, it's in Evanston or it's in the North Shore.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the first one a bunch. I've seen the second one a bunch. I don't know if I've seen the third one, or it's been a long time. It's probably just been a long time. What ends up happening specifically with movies, or even Christmas movies in general, I forget that I've watched them.
Oh yeah, so sorry for shoving the camera in my face, but Home Alone 3 was filmed in Evanston, Illinois.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so is that your top? Or let's do top three. But
Okay, my
is
top
that your
three.
top?
Yeah, that's my top. Yeah, no one really like ridiculous.
Well, mine might be matched up against yours though.
I'm sure it sounds good. So my second favorite is The Grinch.
Which version?
That's why I was pausing because I can't think of which one I like the most. I love the Dr. Seuss one. I love the in-person one too. It's so good.
Oh, the Jim Carrey one.
The Jim Carrey one,
Have
that
you
one's so
seen the
good.
one from 2018?
It's good.
It's not the same, but it's
It's
cute.
not the same. It's cute, but it's not like this nostalgia.
I don't know. My parents always thought the Jim Carrey one was
Uh-huh.
scary because him as the Grinch is a little scary.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. It's such a classic for the animated one from I think it's from like 2000.
Uh-huh.
The animated one is just so good, and I had that one on VHS. And I remember sitting. We had a little TV in my brother's room, so I remember sitting and watching that one for sure. But Jim Carrey's kind of a classic. So both.
And
We can just say both.
I don't know. This one is my third favorite. I can't really say why. It's kind of old, but it's a classic. The Year Without a Santa Claus.
I love that one. I just watched it the other day
It's so cute. It's so
with Heat
cute.
Miser.
And I love the little songs from it.
There's a lot of good songs, and then you're watching and you're like, so I thought this was good. Like it is very cute, but just the way it's animated. Now, granted, it's from a very long time ago, so I'll give it that. But I'm Mr. Heat Miser,
Miser.
wherever I touch.
But I'm gonna be honest, that song to this day plays in my head when I'm angry at work. I don't know why, but like I mean there's a lot of like hot things and like ice things at Starbucks.
Yeah,
So for some reason whenever I'm angry at work I think I'm
I'm Mr.
Mr.
Heat Miser,
Miser.
whatever I touch. But I
But
forget. But I'm too much. We should probably stop singing. That's at me. Okay, those are good. Those are good picks. So you got Home Alone 3. That one I feel like a lot of people won't have at their top, but I like your explanation. The Grinch, both the Grinches, and then The Year Without Christmas. I feel like A Year Without Santa Claus, and I feel like I'm gonna go out on a limb and say a lot of people haven't seen A Year Without Christmas. A Year Without Santa Claus. Why do I keep saying
yeah.
the wrong thing?
No, I say it wrong all the time too. I'm not gonna lie, I had to Google it to remember how
You're like the one with Heat Miser. Yeah.
yeah, that one.
I just watched that one the other day. Those are all good. And actually mine are all different than yours. So this is entertaining.
So what
Okay,
are your top three?
my top one, and I feel like this is gonna be I'm gonna be torn apart for this. But my top one is Elf.
No, no, that's good.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
classic.
okay. It is a
Spaghetti
classic.
with maple syrup
Yes.
and Zoe Deschanel singing. Oh, there's so many classics in that.
Does somebody need a hug? You did it! Congrats, you did it! World's best cup of coffee.
I have been accused of being like Buddy the Elf for most of my life, especially because like When I'm really stressed, I tend to only eat, like, dessert
I do too. Dessert and carbs.
and, like but it's okay for, like, a day, but, like, not for, like, a week or 2.
Yeah. So, definitely Elf is my top. I watch it every single year. It's so quotable. It's just a masterpiece. I've seen it 50 bajillion times, and it's fine. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. The narwhal. So good, so good. I know some people don't like it, but I don't care. That's my top. My second one is probably The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
That one's so good too.
It's so good. I like how there's multiple movies of it, but I always go back and watch the first one. Maybe this year I'll get to all of them because I think there's at least 3. And then my last one is Home Alone. I love that movie. It's just such a classic. Kevin, all the mischievous things he does and the way he uses like the movie to and all the things he sets up capture to capture the bad guys. I love that. There are a few other movies that I do like that I watch every single year that didn't make my top 3. One that I watch is called The Mistletones. It's got Tia Mowry in it, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's usually on, like, Disney Plus. It's this lady who works in a corporate office, and then she ends up trying to win this singing competition, so then her and her coworkers band together to create a band and sing and whatnot, and then I lost what have you seen While You Were Sleeping?
Yeah.
That one's a cute one. I was looking at, Freeform's list of Christmas movies that they're playing for their 25 Days of Christmas, and there were a lot of good ones. Frosty, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There's just so many good Christmas movies that I just feel like I need to watch one every day.
I know. Some other noticeable mentions for me, I don't think I said that right, but that's okay.
It's okay.
I also really liked Elf. A Christmas Story is a classic, I love that one.
Okay, that's a classic, but never watch A Christmas Story Christmas. It is
So,
the worst movie ever.
it was so bad, and, like, honestly, I was thinking about it. So, A Christmas Story did bad in the box office at first, but I wonder if maybe, like, our grandkids will watch it and be like, "Look, grandma, that's how you lived back in the day."
Yeah.
But I can't imagine anyone actually liking that movie.
But you saw the second one, right? A Christmas Story Christmas?
It's not good. It's
No,
not good
there's
at
no
all.
plot. It's very confusing, and it's just trash. Don't waste your time on that.
Another classic is Four Christmases. I really like that one.
That movie cracks me up because every time I'm looking for Christmas movies to watch, I'm like, "Oh, I don't think I've seen this one before," and I click play, and I'll go, "Yep, I've seen this probably 4 times."
Another noticeable mention is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and
The little
Frosty
oh, yeah, the little elf who wants to be a dentist. Oh, yeah. I
and
just sorry, I
oh,
keep
sorry, go
cutting
on.
you off. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good too. You can go.
I love all the Christmas movies.
And Frosty the Snowman.
Happy birthday!
Say,
That's our I have a little DVD set that comes with Elf. Well, one of them is Elf, National Lampoons. I should have mentioned that one. National
oh, National
Lampoons
Lampoon.
is really good. And then A Christmas Story. And then the other one is Rudolph, Frosty, and a few others. So I gotta break that out. I still got the DVD player. Got the Blu-ray DVD player. Even fancier. Do you remember when Blu-ray came out and that was the next
Yeah,
thing you wanted to
yeah.
get? Yeah. So, well, I think we did pretty good damage on Christmas movies, ranking those. How about Christmas music?
Ooh, okay.
If you can think of specific songs, or if you like somebody's whole album, or there's too many to
Contr
pick from.
Controversial take, I don't like Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas.
I was
It's
waiting for
okay.
that.
It was okay. It's not bad, but I just hear it way too often at Starbucks. Way too often.
Could you imagine if we got $1 for every time that song played in our lifetime? I think I'd be a millionaire.
And, like, I do really like Christmas music. I like a lot of the classics,
Mhm.
but that, like, specific one. And right now, Starbucks has a collab with Ariana Grande to play all of her Christmas music.
I've listened to her whole Christmas thing, but that's probably tiring if it's just only her singing.
Yeah, so, like, again, it's one of those things where it's like, it's fine if it's on a playlist of, like, 100 songs, but it's not fine when it's on a playlist of 12 songs, you know?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's true.
What about you? Do you have any Christmas music opinions?
Um, I love playing Christmas music. If you can't tell, I love Christmas. Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson. But top Brett Eldridge's
Oh, yeah.
He has a Christmas album called Glow, and I actually went and saw him in concert last year for his Christmas concert. It was wonderful, and so he played that. I have a story about the Mariah Carey song. In college, in the cafeteria, there was this jukebox thing, so you could download an app, and then you could select songs to be played next, kind of queue up the songs, you know? So in August, I swear to God, somebody would go in there and just play All I Want for Christmas for probably 4 times in a row. And you're like, come on, it's August. Do this in December.
So, fun fact, Mariah Carey, depending on the year, makes between 2.4 and $3.8 million
Are you
on that
serious?
song alone. So I kind of can't hate her because she is a pretty good businesswoman.
My God. Can she
So she
donate that
is
to our Expertly Unqualified fund?
so that's so much money per year if you're just making like $2 million.
And it's like you put out one product, but then you get all that money every single year. That's crazy.
So I can't hate her for pushing herself.
Yeah. So when are we writing our Christmas song so that we can
Literally.
make that much money?
A better question is when am I gonna get that great vocal range? Probably never, but
We can work on it. We can work on it.
I
Definitely.
gotta get my fiance to go put out some hits.
I'm trying to think of Santa Tell Me. It's like Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah.
There's a few other people that I'm blanking on. Is it Kelly Clarkson
Uh,
with Ariana? I want to say, I gotta look it up. What is it? Santa Tell Me. Santa Tell
Santa
Me
tell me.
if
Oh,
you're
so
really there.
da, da, da,
Santa
da, da.
Tell Me. I guess it's just Ariana Grande. But there's another Christmas song chorus. I don't know. There's another one that's good that's a combination of 3 ladies singing. Have you heard Dominic the Donkey's Christmas song? My gosh, you gotta look it up after this. There's a Christmas donkey song and it goes ee-yaw, ee-yaw.
I have to look it up.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think any Christmas song is good as long as it's not overplayed.
Yeah. And again,
Definitely.
I do like Christmas music. I think I have a higher tolerance for Christmas music than most people do, but
Yeah.
I like it all.
I love when that radio station by us only plays Christmas music. I forget when do they start the day after Thanksgiving where it's only Christmas
Um,
music? Or is it,
they
I feel like
started
it's
actually
before December.
no, they started at least by November 1st
Oh my
because
God.
I have an older car and I'm too lazy to put in an aux port even though I have one.
Oh,
I have everything set up. I'm just too lazy to actually do it. My fiance put it on the radio in my car
oh,
on November 1st.
oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Well then, did we want, I don't know if I had any, did you have any ideas for ranking like holiday activities? Because I
I have a
don't.
couple. I have a couple.
All
Okay,
right, maybe
so
I'll think of some once you say yours.
maybe I'm turning into my mother, but I think the God tier, the S tier, the first tier of Christmas activities are things that require no chores outside the house. So going ice skating, like going Christmas shopping, just showing up somewhere. That's my favorite. Going to
Okay.
the Christmas I think like so many like holiday activities, like I think I grew up hosting everything.
Oh,
So I think that even though like hosting parties is really fun, I think for me, I see the holidays and cook and clean. I
oh
gotta start
yeah.
shopping now, which can be a little bit like sad. So I try to like reframe it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And I feel like a lot of times if you're hosting, you gotta make sure your bedroom's spotless, even though no one else is going up in there.
I know, and like that was something too with my fiance when we first moved together. He's like, "Oh, babe, we're having people over. We gotta clean our bedroom." I'm like, "No, we don't. They're not allowed in there, and if they
No.
are, they won't care."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the house has to be spotless. It has to look like nobody's ever lived here ever.
And like at least with my siblings have like some like understanding where they're like, "Don't clean. I don't care. My house is messy."
Yeah. I mean, whose house isn't messy? That's the real question.
Um,
I like how you mentioned stuff that isn't related to cooking, cleaning, chores, that sort of thing. Mm, I think it's fun. I don't know about you, but all the ornaments on my trees are from like 3rd grade, and I made this. I'm like, here you go, mom, look at my pretty coloring. So there's a lot of that, and looking back and saying like, oh my gosh, I remember making this so many years ago. Or usually when we put up the tree, we're playing Christmas music in the background. So kind of just the little things, and then trying not to do much on Christmas. Like we don't plan We open presents, we hang out, we drink coffee, maybe we'll have a fun brunch or dinner. And you know how a lot of times for holidays, like Thanksgiving, you have your classic like turkey, potatoes, all the sides,
Yeah.
very formal, structured meal. My family does a great job of this. We're like, get that out the window. You know what? You want to know what we're doing for Christmas? Whatever the heck we want. So one year we did Italian sausage and pasta. Another year, I think we did cheesy mastacholi. I know one year we did roasted garlic as an appetizer. It was the best appetizer ever. We need to bring that back again this year. But just something quick, easy, and delicious for dinner instead of trying to plan a 6-course meal that takes 8 hours.
So I definitely am on that same team. This year, my fiance really likes to host and decided to host Christmas.
That should be fun.
He decided that he wants to do something fun and something classic. So
Oh.
he's decided that he wants to make a roast duck.
What?
I've never made a roast duck before.
Why duck?
I know. We'll figure it out. Last year, for Christmas, we didn't plan well enough for dinner, and we got a Peking duck from takeout. But I think we're gonna
Oh,
do like a traditional, like English Christmas.
that's
Like
very fancy.
so. I guess it will be okay. We'll plan it out ahead of time.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm trying to think of, I just like watching all the movies. Hot cocoa's now in season.
B tier, I would say Christmas cookies.
Oh, yeah.
I put it as B tier because it's work, which isn't always fun, but then you get a very large amount of cookies. So it's worth it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. Naps. Taking a nice long nap after eating. That's about it. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, do you have any rants for the week?
I do. I have one. All right. Well, these episodes are a little bit shorter because we're busy people and you're busy people too, so bear with us. But we are going into our expertly unqualified rant and expertly unqualified advice of the week. All right. So, my rant today is I just went and bought a brand new vacuum cleaner. I don't know about you, but the one chore I love to do, and it doesn't matter, I'll do it anytime. Just let me know. I love vacuuming. I don't know what's wrong with me, or my brain tells me that I love to vacuum, but at least I like doing one chore. At least I can do one thing. So I bought a brand new vacuum. I was super excited about it. I was like, I'm gonna put it together, take it out of the box, put it together. I take it out of the box, put it together, and it's super easy to set up. It's missing the little pieces that attach to the end, so you could, I think technically it's called like a crevice tool or an upholstery tool,
Oh
like
yes,
if you had a
crevice tool.
corner, yeah, if you had like a corner you needed to vacuum, you got the little attachment. It was missing the attachments. I'm like, what the heck? I just ordered this. It was a one deal only day, only today. So I was gonna go back and return it, but then my dad said something really smart, and he said, "Why don't you just contact Shark, who makes the vacuum?" So I did that. They were very helpful, and now they're sending me the parts for free. Yeah. So it was gonna be a big rant, but Shark's customer service saved it. How about you? Did you have any rants this week?
Counts as a rant, but I'm scared to work December because I have had so many insane things happen during Christmas time at Starbucks
Mm.
where I'm kind of on edge. So I'm just wondering what will happen this year. Last year, I had a venti honey citrus mint tea thrown at me because
Oh my god, I forgot that was at Christmas time.
I forgot too. I think I remember most of my crazy Starbucks stories from people texting me being like, "Oh my god, do you remember when this happened?" And I'm like, "No." But now I
Yeah.
remember.
You're like, "Thanks for bringing it up." I
But
blocked it out of my memory.
another time I remember a lady started screaming at me because she wanted a refund that was impossible because she wanted me to refund stars instead of refund cash. But I told her, "I'm sorry, ma'am, all I can do is cash." And she didn't want cash, she wanted her stars. So she started screaming and cussing at me. And
Yeah.
I remember I started yelling back saying, "No swearing in my cafe."
There's no swearing. Okay, so yeah, you're tired of people being rude.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're gonna be rude. I don't know if I should be paranoid that they're gonna be rude, but who knows? I'll find out later.
You can never figure that out until it actually happens. I just remember working Christmas Eve, and she's Danish lady came
Oh
through the
yeah,
drive-through, started yelling at my manager through the drive-through window so loudly that people in the cafe were looking towards the drive-through window and they were like, "What is happening?" Yeah. So
she's
that
Danish
could be
lady.
our advice of the week. Be
Yeah,
friendly to all the people working. You don't
just
know
be
what they're
nice.
going through.
Yeah.
Just be a nice person. You wanna be on Santa's nice
Uh-huh.
list or naughty list?
Yeah.
He's making a
So,
list and he's checking it
yeah.
twice.
And, like, honestly, maybe this is extreme of me to say, I think that it's okay to have public crash outs, but you should have it in your car or outside
Mhm,
or in a
mhm.
bathroom. Like, there's options, like, like, I'm not saying be perfect because no one's
Yeah,
perfect.
just don't take
And
it out on somebody.
yeah, yeah. So you can have your public crash out. Just do it outside. Just do it like
Yeah,
normal person.
yeah, be normal, be nice.
Yes, just normal. No one's gonna be mad if you cry in the bathroom. No one's gonna be mad if you cry in your car. Just, be normal.
Yeah. I think that's the perfect advice to wrap up this episode.
So, do you have any other advice?
Plan early, plan
I
ahead
know.
for all these Christmas gifts and all that stuff, and find time for yourself. That will be
Yeah,
my advice. I don't know where I'm gonna find it, but I'll somehow find it.
good advice.
Alrighty, well, that wraps up this episode of Expertly Unqualified. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks again, and see you next week.
Bye!
Bye.
All right, that's a wrap on our episode of Expertly Unqualified. If you stuck around this long, you're either extremely loyal, extremely bored, or extremely caffeinated. Either way, we love that for you. Make sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts and leave a review if you laughed, related, or were personally attacked by something we said. Find new episodes and more on our website, thepodmates.com. And don't forget, follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Expertly Unqualified. Send us your stories, questions, or weird hot takes. You might just hear them on a future episode. We are, as always, Expertly Unqualified. Conversation's so fun, you'll forget we have no idea what we're doing. Was it Podmates Production?